moving up methodically. They're just slowly advancing to that bubble, taking their time. With the save, cruising, getting it out. Really, he's a really good goalkeeper. They really have to take their time and find a good position to shoot from.
Yeah, they're trying here. That's a good pass, and finally the goal. Sealable Bag assisted by...
And again, Sealable Bag will take his time, send it back to Bowtie. And this passing, this Kangaroos passing is just calm and collected. And they'll work into the bubble, and they'll get the shot at 2 meters.
Putting a cap on it, and Strembitsky getting another steal here. Needs to get it out, but they don't, so Kavici on the putback will eventually find the goal.
Trying to get that shot, not able to get the shot on target, and the slap out from Kangaroos. With that quick boost, overshoots it, and in the bubble, but the stop from Mad.
Mad yet lanes very successfully, as he often does. It's 4-2, only 4 minutes left, so low-scoring match. Perfect pass, and the finish, 6-2 for Kang. For a small lead, but still precarious. A lot of time to spare. I mean, 3:20 left. Spank here, if they score, there it is, 2-point game, so they can bring it right back in a hurt back line.
It's only a 2-point game. They really could have used that 3 or would have put them in the lead. They're trying to find that one, but the save from Strembitsky shutting off that back skill level. Very masterful, but they're going to lose it right there, and this 2-1. But the stop from Sealable in the bubble is going to deny any instinct attempt at that goal. Very possession upwards into Kangaroos. They'll lose it again. They'll reclaim it. Leverage will throw it to Mad. And again, they'll play possession, but they'll lose it. And critical error. It's now
because of what happened there.
So with 8 seconds, with this 1v1 in the goal,
and
the save from Cruisin', and the slap out, really
one. And seeing the Twitch chat excited there too, saying, Raktor, let's see if Instinct can hold the mental game though. Strembitsky goes, for the fake, and just juke the opportunity, looking good, but off the head of Mad, just underhanded it into his face. So breaking the nose, but no goal, at least for the moment. He didn't really have anywhere to go. You saw him kind of looking to the side, looking down, but only found a turnover as Kangaroos come back now with 2 straight goals, 5 points. To get any clears here, and that is starting to cost Instinct a little bit because Kangaroos, you give them too many attempts, they're going to score more often than not, and there it is. Mad 7-0 in round 2 now. From my experience, when you take a game from Kang, they typically play better. Right here, they're about to go up by another couple. There's 9 points. But yeah, exactly to Jokr. He'll retain it and slap it out for some disc control in the back.
Trying to find these frantic passes. They'll get the pass.
They'll
send another ding, and it'll be frantic as they try to recover possession. And they'll send a shot right into the hands of Konamara Chaos. So these boosts
7.
And getting these passes, try to find that pass above goal, and they'll be able to pick it up. Leverage will pick it up at 3 meters.
Right, so Sealable Bag coming through with a strong pass over to Strembitsky. Has a cross. Seal! Oh, what a great move that was. I don't know if you caught it on the stream.
Not able to get that shot there as it will ring off the crossbar, but they'll find that rebound and they'll make another attempt as they're able to pull Cruisin' and they'll find the Dust lead. Trying to look for even more points. I mean, I called it earlier in the round, in the beginning of the second round, I said that they came back towards it. They're looking to try and get some points on the board with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, one more.
And Mad will shut it down, who will clear it out towards the Instinct bubble.
That was one of those plays as it almost goes in, rebounded by Seal. So there's the first 2. That bounce pass across.
Get possession at mid, and they'll clear it out towards that Kangaroos bubble.
And now have a chance at offense. A good pass, a good dive, a good shot. Cruisin' being assisted very timely.
Leverage with possession will juke out these defenders and find that forward pass. And now this advantage in the bubble, and they'll find it. Strembitsky to Sealable Bag, and 3 these defenders and find that forward pass. And now this advantage in the bubble, and they'll find it. Strembitsky to Sealable Bag, and 3 meters. Defense is just too smart shutting it down.
So as that does go into the top, it'll be dropped by Kavici into the perfect spot for the tie. You can dust off, shake off the rust, and come back. By the way, sign-ups for that are open, so be aware. As that shot is well online for at least a rebound by Konamara. Orange side of the field, and they do. So there's some good passing and just a good timely juke. Seal gets it through, but look at that great defense. Oh, fantastic defense. All 3 players in a row for that lineup of passes were just cut off unbelievably well. But instead it will be Sealable Bag eventually finding a loose disc off a great pass. Losing his defender, that is. Like the subtle things they're doing so correctly is unbelievable. Oh, like that shot just over the defense, out of position, and it's a 3-point lead for Instinct. Close, but not quite.
So they'll have this advantage, and they'll find it leverage at 4 meters. Them as Kangarillas will now take it. They'll have their time. They're under pressure. They'll find that cross pass, and this could be the shot. Into this, 14 seconds. They really have to make something happen now. And the save.
Mad.
Good evening, Jackson Jills, and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena, presented by VRML. We got an exciting one here this evening to kick us off with the North American Games. Jokr versus Orbit. Before we get to that, I am joined in the caster's booth by SputnikKobra. How you doing, Sputnik?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to this matchup tonight between Orbit and Jokr. Jokr winning the last Have these teams played before? I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah, I believe that was week 1. I could pull up the notes right quick, but no, excuse me, week 2. The first game of week 2 was a Friday, in which Jokr took it decisively in 2, but that was 5 weeks ago. So definitely looking at a potentially different matchup here between the two teams.
It has been a minute. And we've cast so many matches, we cast so many games that we're bound to forget a ton of them. So Orbit looking to not fall victim to the fate from the first time that they encountered this Jokr team, looking to secure a victory, secure a win in their second matchup against Team Jokr.
And real quick, I did fail also to mention that on cameras we have Palidore, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Yeah, the prolific one, we might be able to call him at this point. But yeah, as we get started here, this round 1 between Jokr and Orbit here.
So with the headbutt from Team Jokr, it's going to bounce mid and into the hands of Zenith, who will go for that clear into the bubble of Jokr.
Yeah, and I don't know if clearing is really the way the Team Jokr, these guys, I mean, we just played them Nova last week, and one thing we noticed was it's not that their stacks are particularly fast, which they are, but it's not only that, it's how fast they get together to start boosting. They're so quick to that line that I mean, that's really where their speed comes from, not just being fast. As Ryan coming in with the dunk there for the 2.
Able to recover off that ding. They tried to get that shot above goal from a really difficult angle, and it bounced off the crossbar. But Ryan was able to retrieve Kung's shot and dunk it right in the top pocket.
So maybe starting this one with a little steez, as Orbit's going to come out with this one. And I was trying to find a pass to that right tube. Doesn't connect on it. Blenders here. Finally getting through mid there to Sneaky Evil, who's going to move in on that left side. But that chain coming in from Orbit, you see one going low there. Interesting setup that Jokr does in the bubble. And then Jokr getting the hand on it, setting it up. But Blender's handling it and kind of sending it down a little wild. They're going to try to bounce it back. And then the hands of Kung is going to send it back out to mid.
So with that clear going through, all these boosts coming out, they'll get that slap to mid, and it will be a scramble for possession. It will go into the hands of Kung. It's stun out, and into the hands of one scoop, and another stun as it goes towards Trench.
So far, a pretty kind of a wild and loose game. Neither team really being able to control it for very long before the other gets a hand on it. Since that joust win, really all the opportunities have been for Orbit, as Orbit brings that one in. Zenith speeding that one up to Sneaky Evil. Sneaky Evil putting that one in for the 2 there, rather convincingly on the goalie.
Able to get that forward movement, able to get down court, enable Sneaky Evil to fly in for that pass for Zenith, and that shot.
And yes, the Jokr now in possession of it, and like I said, I mean, there was a lot of back and forth. But a lot of the offensive possession time was on Orbit's side. But Jokr doing a good job of moving this in 2-on-1 on the goalie. Is that man coming in late to attack the shooter Kung, and ultimately Zenith getting that turnover. And he's going to send that all the way back into the Jokr zone. So it's going to be a bit of a race. It looked like Jokr with 2 stacks, well, 1.5 stacks able to get there first. So again, that quick. The quick boosting of Jokr, I was talking about how quick they are. And again, we see the speed of Jokr here getting back to the disc.
And Jokr once again losing possession, losing it to Zenith. Zenith goes for the clear, and these boosts again, this quick play in transition, and they'll get to it. Orbit will find this shot at 18 meters.
Yeah, what a shot it was. Blender's getting a hand on that from, as you said, 18 meters out on the floor, under pressure without any hesitation. Just throws that one up, makes it look easy. You can see he just has the player right in front of him. And yeah, he's able to get that one in. And yeah, beautiful shot there from Blenders.
So Dash with possession off that joust advantage. They'll throw it to the wall. They'll opt for a slow rollout. And they'll throw it for this pass, trying to get it off the geometry under pressure, and the slap out from Orbit.
And again, another turnover there. Oh, that one right into the hands of Jaywalker there in the bubble. He goes for one of those Jaywalker shots. Kind of a no-look shot over the shoulder, sometimes a spin. But that one back into the hands of Jaywalker again now as Orbit dumping it back into the Joker zone. Orbit's really got to move away from that clear and boost, although they are ahead right now. But both teams really got to try to move away from that clear and boost, although Joker does seem to have the speed of the stacks over Orbit. Orbit's defense has been good enough to break up anything Joker's been trying to do. And yeah, this is a well-fought game so far. Either team could really find their groove here at any moment and start running away with it.
So Ryan sending it back. Pass will be a little far behind, but will be picked up by Kung. Kung again giving it to that ceiling pass back to Ryan. They're trying to get forward movement towards this bubble, and they'll find it. They'll try and find that cross pass. It will be wide, and it'll be a scramble for possession.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of Joker there. I mean, that's a pass. That was a really standard setup as that one, dinging it off the top side of the post. So Sneaky Evil almost making Joker pay for that. But Joker with an easy 1-2 pass right in front of the goalie there and not connecting on that pass. So Joker maybe a little out of sorts here. Now I noticed Kong is back. I don't know how long Kong has been back. I know he was stuck out of the country there for a little bit due to what's going on. But yeah, maybe just trying to find the groove with Kung again. I could also be just pulling that out of my rear as Kung walks that way in and hands it off to Jaywalker, who's going to dunk it in for the 2 there. And Joker now within 1.
Joker seemingly uncontested. They were able to boost in with the 3 stack, able to get possession downfield, and then they just took it in really slowly, and they found the shot with Jaywalker.
So yeah, Orbit's going to come back out with the possession here, but very quickly, errant pass. Kung gets a hand on it, tries to send it down to Ryan, but Ryan gets stunned out there by, I believe that was Blenders. And Blender's going to send this one back to that left tube area, but again, hitting the rim of the tube. That's twice in a row now. He's trying to send it to that tube, and it's bounced off the rim right back in the hands of Joker. But then another missed pass there by Joker. Ryan's able to get the hand on that. He's looking for the shot there as the goalie came out of goal to challenge some of those pass options, but just off of the mark. And now Jaywalker going to get possession of it. He's under good pressure there from Orbit. That's going to get passed back to Dash, who's going to pull out the defense. And great pass there down to Jaywalker. Also pulls the defender away from Jay. And then, who was that? Kong trying to go off the backboard, off the cone, and doesn't connect on it. And this one gets sent back out to mid.
So again, with possession, Zenith will try and send it through mid, and it will be Joker there to grab it, and it will be a change of possession, another clear, as these teams try and boost towards it, and they will get it. One scoop, sending it back to that back line player, Sneaky Evil, and they're going to get set up. They're going to take their time, and they're going to try and make something happen in this Joker bubble.
Yeah, some good control here from Orbit. Some great patience. What a stun there. Dash on Blenders as Blenders was accepting that pass on that top right shoulder there. And now a race for this disc. Both teams not quite on it, and that one's going to bounce all the way back out of the bubble. So it's going to force Joker to reset here. Toss that one back to the back line there. The back player, Kung, now going to send that one up to Ryan. Ryan's got the cutting man, but Blenders comes out to challenge Ryan for the shot, and Ryan goes ahead and takes that one, good for the 2. And now Joker finally with the lead with just over 2 minutes to go here, up by 1.
So Blenders trying to preempt what he expected to be a cross pass in front of goal, giving up that advantage, and Ryan just taking it right in.
Oh man, and then Ryan with that steal, and he's going to send that one in, but just off the mark. A lot of missed shots from Joker here tonight. Like I said before, very uncharacteristic of them. So now Dash handles that one, sends it up to Ryan. Ryan got across to Jay, and then what a stun there. I believe that was, who was that? I'm trying to get a good look. It was either One Scoop or Zenith. It was actually Zenith with the stun to stop that shot. And now Zenith going to send this one up to One Scoop. One Scoop going to go back to Zenith, a one-touch there, but it's off the mark. And now Dash going to send this back into the orbit zone. So now some of that ping-pong play here between these teams.
Feels like both teams are trying to get into a rhythm. They're a little out of it, trying to find their tempo. And Joker will go below goal, and they'll get that bounce. Kung from Jaywalker at 5 meters.
And what a shot there from Kung. That thing had Some incredible velocity comes off of the back wall at 9. So you got to wonder if it's pushing 18 as it made contact with the back wall. But it also, you can see it pulls out the goalie. It's probably Blenders. I didn't actually catch the name, but statistically, it was probably Blenders who bites so hard. When he goes to make that shot, Blender's acting like he's going to take the direct shot on goal. So he comes out to challenge just a little bit, and that gives him just enough time and space, tongue, to make that shot for it to go in.
So down by 3, Orbit just giving up that pass. A clear, and this shot is true from Jokr. 39 meters, Ryan, and the tube.
And that right there is why we call him reliable. Ryan, 39 meters out, 18 meters a second. And you can hear everyone in the arena going off, seeing that one go in. That is a shot we see Ryan take and make more often than most, for sure.
So this clock will run out, and this first round will go to Jokr.
Yeah, certainly with 5 seconds left, 6-point differential. Orbit, no hope here, just trying to get some points on the board and maybe build from once we get, to kind of turn that momentum around. But now with this one over, we can touch on the stat boards right quick. And notable Jokr coming away with a full minute of possession time advantage over Orbit, 4 minutes to 3. Then that translates to 13 shots to 3. So that really shows you the offensive prowess of Jokr. How many shots we saw. I mean, you saw how many opportunities Orbit had on the goal. Well, in the offensive zone, they would push in multiple times throughout that first round and just not able to get the shots on. They would get around the bubble. But yeah, I don't. Jokr still seems almost looking a little out of form. But I mean, you look at those comparative shots, 13 to 3, really tells a different story here. I don't know what your feelings are on it, Sput, as we wait for the second round.
A lot of missed open shots, a lot of play that you wouldn't expect from these teams. Jokr looking like they're just getting warmed up. Orbit looking like they're on and they're off. It's just both teams looking like they're just getting warmed up and they're trying to figure out their footing and figure out their tempo and try and just get this game underway.
So you got to wonder if maybe we'll see a faster pace at round 2 as we get a restart there. And a bath or something. Orbit, not really sure what the restart was for. I don't know if either of you, Sput or Palidore, if you heard any talk on what led to this.
No, I did not. But again, we're waiting, so let's look at chat.
Orange team ready.
And Orbit ready to go, so presumably it was Jokr taking that timeout. Now this is just for anybody watching, anybody who's unsure of the rule, because this is between rounds. This is just your standard timeout, and any team, you have one of these per game, and any team can take that timeout at any time between rounds for any reasons. I guess I shouldn't say any time. It's really between rounds. You can take it for any reason, whether you just need a break, you need to reset your brain. Recalibrate, maybe you need to take let the dog out or something like that. You can use a timeout. Now this is but this is distinct from what's colloquially called the tech timeout, or in the rule book referred to as a restart, which is when someone disconnects during a round or something. As well, you only get one of those during a game, so you can actually have 2 quote unquote timeouts during a game if one of those is that tech timeout and one of those is the optional rounds timeout, but you only get one of each. And that tech timeout you really should only be using in when that's really when you're actually having a technical issue like that with somebody drops or whatever else.
And yeah, and I would like to thank, as Palidore reminds me, I would like to thank Splex Buckshot for the Twitch
Splex Buckshot. I thought we were doing a thing.
Yeah, thanks, Flex, for that Twitch Prime, dude. That's big ups. We always appreciate that for sure. Any support as Orbit actually wins that first joust.
And with possession going to one scoop, they're trying to get this lateral passing going, trying to shake this Jokr defense. As Zenith will pump the air brake, send it right back, and they'll try and get this forward progression. He'll get into the bubble, but they're not going to be able to get that lower pass that will enable that shot on goal, and will go into the hands of Jokr.
You know, that was really disappointing because the passing we saw there for a moment there from Orbit, those passes were not just on the mark, but they were on fire too. I mean, they had some heat on them. They were doing a really good job of moving that disc around. And to see that kind of, as they get into the bubble, to see that fall apart there was really disappointing, because that was a beautiful pass sequence that would have made for an amazing highlight moment for them, as now Jokr is in control here. This one going to be taken by, my UI is messing up, but that's Ryan there, and he's just going to pull every single defender. He's got two behind him chasing him down, and then pulls the goalie out as well. Reliable Ryan at it again, going to bring that one in for the 2. Take that lead here, a minute into round 2.
Might have been a miscommunication with the goalie, pulling everybody from that defense to reveal an open goal. And with this rollout from Orbit, they'll opt to send it downward, and they'll try and get this relay going, but they'll knock it off the head of the player, and it'll be slapped back to Jokr's back line.
Yeah, it was otherwise well-executed offensive formation there from Orbit. We saw some great movement from their chain as they moved into that left bubble, but then something happened in that bubble to cause that disc to fly backwards back in the Orbit zone. And now ultimately going to find the hands of Jokr here as that Orbit chain comes in very aggressively. Orbit looking like, you know, they're really wanting to get some points here, as Zenith sends that one in, looking for that bounce shot, or at least a rebound for one of his teammates. But back in the hands of Zenith, tries to go over there to Sneaky Evil, and just off the geography there, that one's going to set back to Blenders, and Blenders going to send that one up all the way to one scoop, and one scoop looking for that cross pass to Zenith, but Zenith not looking for that, and now it's going to be Jokr again to send this one out.
A lot of missed opportunities, and Jokr will boost down into this Orbit bubble, and Kung will take Dash's shot off the backboard and then place it back in at 2 meters.
Yeah, it was a fine shot there from Dash and Kong. I gotta wonder if that was an accidental grab by Kong. Maybe he just had those grabs on as he was hitting the wall, and then got a hand on it. But also, you know, knowing Jokr, it's very possible Kong just decided he wanted the points in that moment. But I would err on the side of that it was an accidental grab.
So Orbit will do this rollout. They'll get this lateral passing, these cross passes, and they'll try to make that last pass to enable that shot, but they'll throw it into the hands of Jokr, and Jokr will clear it out towards Orbit's bubble. Ooh.
And then that bounce, a fortunate bounce there, no one on Orbit able to get the hand on it, as that one bounced very close to goal, and right into Kong's wheelhouse there, as Kong gets a hand on it first and puts it in for the 2, and now Jokr up by 6. And late toast a little bit of shade there in the chat. Commenting, this is what top 4 play looks like, guys. And yeah, no, like I said, this is very uncharacteristic of Jokr, the way they've been playing. But a great goal there from one scoop. Orbit wasting no time picking up the pace here, as they have had some absolutely fantastic passing sequences in this round 2. And then we see another one there, as that one all the way up to one scoop. Gonna put that one in for 2 from the feed from Sneaky Evil.
So we will see an offensive rollout, joust advantage to Jokr. It's 2-6 advantage Jokr. It will go in the hands of Orbit. Zenith will pick it up alongside the wall. He'll try and find that pass on the ceiling. He'll opt to throw it to Wall. It'll go back to Zenith, to Blenders, and they'll just take their time. They'll try and work this up methodically, try and find cracks in this Jokr defense.
Ooh, what a read there. Was that a Dash? Dash coming out on that pass, and that was a quick pass. That was a very, very quick read there from Dash. So you knew the player was up behind him, and was just waiting for that pass to go off, and anticipated it beautifully. As now this one ping-pongs back and forth between the two teams. Now shot on the goal, and a great grab there from Dash again. So Dash doing some heavy lifting there in the goal for Jokr, as that one goes all the way back down the Orbit zone.
A seemingly frantic shot from Orbit that wouldn't have gone through Dash 99 times out of 100. So it was really a bad shot opportunity to take from Orbit.
And yeah, Jaywalker there, dang that one right off the bottom side of the post, just an inch higher, and that one would have probably been good, even with the goalie and goal. And then Ryan trying to walk that one in, but Zenith getting the steal, sending that one back out towards it mid, and now Zenith getting his own rebound, but then that one getting stolen, and Ryan sending that one back into the bubble, so forcing Orbit back into their deep into their zone, and trying to get that one out through mid, but Dash is there to get the hand on it. And now Dash is going to move around. Sorry, go ahead.
Dash maintaining that back line, picking it up. Any clear that Orbit's been sitting out, Dash has been getting. So they'll try and find this cross pass. Instead, they'll just go off the backboard, the inner backboard, Kong at 5 meters.
And a solid shot there by Kong as it hits that backboard and finds that far side corner with the goalie and goal. Is exactly the sort of shot. If you're going to take a shot like that with the goalie and the goal, you kind of need to go to one of those tight corner sides to make those go in with the goalie there.
So Blenders with that disc, opting to go to the tube, missing his target, will now bounce all the way into the back end of Jokr. So will be picked up. Maybe they'll be able to capitalize on this, be able to turn it, trying to find that pass at Shield, getting the pass off Shield and getting the shot, one scoop.
Yeah, solid shot there from one scoop. There was a defender out in the bubble and a goalie in goal. I do not believe the goalie was stunned out. He was moving. I'll definitely keep an eye on the replay here. But a beautiful hook shot there from one scoop. As it does look like the goalie was stunned out, but still a good shot there to put that one in for 2. Still a game here with just over 3 to go. Only a 4-point differential.
So taking it up through mid, passing it through mid and into the hands of Jaywalker. Jaywalker now in this 2v1 situation. Ryan 8 getting it off the backboard, picking it back up again and slamming it in.
Yeah, it was a good shot there from Ryan. I thought maybe the goalie got the hand on it. It could be one of those instances where the goalie got the grab, but it went in anyways. Remember, the goalie put it in. Well, if the goalie put it in himself, he would have gotten the credit. So definitely made some sort of interaction with the goalie there on the way in. But still, a great shot there from Ryan. It goes in nonetheless, and now Jokr up by 6.
And Orbit trying to find that pass, but throwing it into the hands of Jokr. Jokr will get that clear towards the Orbit bubble, and they will pick it up, and they will have all the time in the world to dunk it right in to extend their lead by another 2 points.
Yeah, this is the moment during the game when you're on in Orbit's situation. You feel the game starting to slip away from you as those points start to total up. An 8-point differential with 2 minutes to go. It's still possible here. There's still enough mathematical time, as I say. But oh no, not with errors like that. As Jaywalker not getting 1 opportunity, but 2 opportunities to get that 3-point shot in, and he does. And now extending that lead to 11. This one is very quickly slipping from the grip of Orbit.
Really lucking out with that rebound off his initial shot, being able to pick it up. And these consecutive steals just really got to demoralize them as Jaywalker releases that disc outside the bubble and headbutts it in.
And that might just be enough there to come away mathematically here for Jokr in round 2. That steez there from Jay to ensure. I mean, I call it a steez, but I mean that was really a smart play to release that one before the bubble and just headbutt it to make sure it goes in there to keep that 3 points. And now, yeah, with less than a minute to go, we are out of mathematical time. This will be round 2 and the game here to Jokr. As Dash taking a shot there on an empty goal and extending that lead to 17 points. Now, if Jokr gets another 3 here, that's a mercy, which kind of I feel like is coming up almost surprisingly quick. I believe that this was a very different game just 2 minutes ago.
Jokr contesting that QB, trying to get that mercy, get that stun. With 20 seconds remaining, time is running out for Jokr to get this mercy. As Orbit tries to make a few more pass attempts, tries to get any type of progress, and this could be the mercy. It will be not on target as it bounces off the crossbar, but they'll follow it up, and they will get their mercy.
And that is Dash getting that one from the stretch. Just gonna let the comms speak for themselves for a moment. No, they quieted down right quick. Yes, they're doing something there. And yeah, so well played here from Jokr. Really coming together in those final 3 minutes there. Starting to look like the Jokr team we probably otherwise expected. Yeah,
I can't hear
really
it.
just took over.
I can't hear anything over these players. But a great game to Jokr. Jokr really coming away with the second round, able to secure a Mercy victory.
And so, yeah, that'll be Orbit's second loss on the week after losing to Flare yesterday, and Jokr's second win on the week after beating Team Nova on... no, I'm sorry, that's Jokr's first win. Their second game of the week. I was a little confused there for a moment. Because their last game prior to this one was against Nova, and that was last Tuesday, not this past Tuesday, but the one prior. So over a week ago Tuesday. And then, yeah, so this was their first game this week here tonight, and they will be back in about an hour from now to play to face off against Spaghetti. And according to Palidore, Jokr pulling away 5 straight sweeps, and by sweeps I presume he means 5 2-0 victories in a row here for Jokr, and certainly the sort of team that can pull it off. So now Jokr's record will move to 11-2. Orbits will fall to 8-6, and of course we will wait to see how that actually plays out on the MMR rankings. But yeah, I've actually accidentally X'd out of the game, so I can't even get to the stats. I don't know if Sputnik wants to go over any of the stats. Of course, they were only there for the second round. We don't have any of the first round stats, but I don't know if Sputnik, if you want to comment on those before we head out.
Looking at the stats, Ryan coming away with 4 points, Jokr with 6 points, Kung with the team high of 8 points. A multitude of assists, really well-balanced assist rate from everybody on Team Jokr. And stuns coming to 10 stuns for Ryan and 13 stuns for Jokr. But the dominant Jokr team, their stuns eclipse Orbit's. 1 scoop coming in with 4 points in that round for his team. 2 assists to Sneaky Evil and 13 stuns to respectively Sneaky Evil and Zenith. So a really strong round from Jokr. Jokr able to pull off the Mercy victory and really run away with it.
And that they did. So yeah, we do have one more game coming up in about an hour. That's going to be Spaghetti versus Jokr. And then 2 games in half an hour after that. That's going to be 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 7, 6 West, excuse me. 2 at the same time, 6 foot over versus Boosty Boys, which I will be hosting over on VRML 2. And then a challenge match, Deception versus Skull Crusaders, which Sputnik and Palidore will be handling here on VRML 1. So be sure to tune in for that. But yeah, that was Jokr versus Orbit. Jokr taking that one in too, very convincingly, particularly at the later half of, that round 2. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I've been SirDimwi. That was SputnikKobra and Palidore on the cameras. We thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you in about an hour. Be safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and have a good night.